Hey guys, the new summer sale is up for like 3 minutes, so let's jump in and see which game is good and which one isn't. Resident Evil 6, 50% off, 15 euros or regional equivalent. It's the latest version of the granddaddy of survival games. So you are basically a dude or a girl that fights off zombies with limited ammunition and whatnot. The sixth one is riddled with like quick time events or scripted scenes that basically breaks the immersion, and this it's so overdone that basically it breaks the game. So yeah, people that like Resident Evil do not like it, and I played like the first one and the fifth one. I don't like the sixth one at all. I agree with the scripting is just, it's like almost like you are playing an interactive movie, so do not get it. 50% off is not enough, even though it's a new game and it's sold like millions of copies. It's not a good game, do not buy it. RPG Maker VX Ace, 66% off, which means 20 euros 39 cents or your regional equivalent. This is like if you can't code or program, you can use this software to build like RPG games. There are various assets you can use, like graphics and stats, and you can create NPCs and other stuff. So if you dream about building an RPG of your dreams, you can get it and try to build one. I do not own this software, so I can't speak from my own experience. The screenshots basically look like Final Fantasy games, the old ones, so it won't be like another Witcher game, but what the hell, if you can't code and want to develop a game, it's as good a way as any. Sniper Elite Nazi Zombie Army, 66% off, which means €3.73 or your regional equivalent. This is another first-person shooter sniper game, like the one from I think yesterday. It's like a different twist on it. You are killing Nazis, but they are zombies. Many of them are like lifted from Left 4 Dead and others, so they explode and like puke and other stuff, and you are sniping them, and you can see the gruesome ways their organs already rotten are exploding, or you're breaking their bones and other stuff. Yeah, the Sniper Elite, the game this is based on, isn't really any good, and this twist is funny for like first 10 minutes, then it gets boring again, and even more boring because zombies are just cliche this time. Really, it's fairly overdone theme, so I don't think you should buy it, even though it's very cheap. So if you want sniping for cheap, sniping zombies, it's really funny. So maybe you for this price, maybe you want to pick it up, but no, it's not a good game. No. StarDrive, 66% off, 10 €19 or your regional equivalent. This is another 4X game like the Endless Space. It's yet again, it's even newer, so it's not really, it doesn't feel finished. That's the problem. The game is nice, there's nice mechanics, but it works like in the first half or 2/3 of the game, and then it breaks down and isn't fun anymore. So you should wait, just like with the Endless Space, which took like a year to flesh out with the new DLC and whatnot. So I wouldn't buy it now. Wait until it's basically finished. Tomb Raider, 75% off, which means €12.49 or a regional equivalent. This is a serious departure from the regular Tomb Raider games, not as big as the Guardian of Light, which was a completely different game, but this one is more like Uncharted, basically like Uncharted skinned to look like Tomb Raider with Lara instead of Drake. And it's good, that's a very good thing. The world is semi-open. There are places you cannot revisit, but most of it you can explore and find a lot of stuff. Lara is very young and very nice. Yeah, she basically discovers her new abilities. She's very inexperienced at the beginning and cannot do anything. She just has like a weak bow and that's it. But throughout the game she becomes this badass that kills hundreds of soldiers, meanwhile crying in the corner because yeah, it's all horrible, and just turns around and kills another 100 soldiers. So yeah, this is kind of weird, but it's trying to show both the awesome kick-ass side of Lara and the small girl that first time kills someone and first time is using the guns. It's a great game. You will like play through it in one sitting if you can. If you can't, you will anyway, you will not sleep until you finish the game. Great game, awesome discount, get it. Witcher 2, 75% off, which means like €5 or your regional equivalent. This is a third-person RPG, action RPG with very nice, basically awesome combat system. It's based on series of book from Andrzej Sapkowski. If you never read any books, read this series. It's such a good series of books. I don't think it's translated to English, all of them. It's like only the first two, but go get it. It's really like adult fantasy, nothing like Lord of the Rings. It's a lot of like stuff like this, and a lot of backstabbing and a lot of politics and whatnot. Geralt is more or less a neutral character, but events both in the books and in the game swing him to one or the other faction, and he has to help Foltest and other kings with their stuff, even though he doesn't want to. Basically, Witcher is just like a mercenary that kills monsters. He is using various potions. He has undergone a transformation, so he's not truly a human. He's like a mutant that can use these potions to enhance his abilities, and they can't kill him. He heals faster, he has better reflexes, he can use a limited magic using the signs. The game is great. It's great looking, like one of the best looking games out there even now, even though it's 2 years old. There is barely any game that beats it. Graphically, the story is awesome. It's more linear than the first one, but it's still just one of the best games there are, and go get it for €5 if you don't already have it. Age of Empires 2 HD, 50% off, €9.49 or regional equivalent. This is a great real-time strategy game. Basically one of the granddaddies again of the genre. Go get it. It's great. If you never played it, get it. If you played the original, get the HD edition. Well, that's simple. There's nothing else to add. Go buy it for this price. Now, Borderlands 2, 66% off, €10.19 or a regional equivalent. This is an fantastic RPG slash first-person shooter. It's a lot like Diablo in the sense that the weapons have like prefixes and suffixes, and there's like billions of variants of everything, like the shields and the weapons. Some, like the Gunzerker, can even use 2 weapons at one. You have skills like in regular RPG you can use. It's a great game. It's much better in co-op. Well, all games are better with friends, but especially Borderlands 2, if you can get together like 3 more people, it gets so much better. The cheap deaths that riddle the game later on are not as fatal as when you are playing single. Get the season pass. It includes like the biggest DLC. It doesn't include everything. It doesn't include, for example, Psycho Pack. It does include the latest Tiny Tina's Assault on the Dragon Keep, which alone is like €7. So yeah, get it. Get it. Might and Magic Heroes 6. This time it's not Heroes of Might and Magic, it's Might and Magic Heroes. 66% off, which means €10, 19 or your original equivalent. Heroes of Might and Magic is great series. To be honest, the best ones are like the second, and especially the third one. The fourth and the fifth one I didn't really like, but it seems like the sixth is going back to the roots, and it's a really good game. So for €10, yeah, if you don't like Heroes of Might and Magic, it's you have a map full of castles and resources and monsters. You have a hero that has items and skills, and his own monsters that are trained in the castles and in various other buildings. You pick them up, pick up the artifacts, and fight the other monsters, other heroes. I'm pretty sure you know this game because it's been around forever. The sixth one, yeah, from the ones past the third, the sixth one seems to be the best. So for €10, pick it up, it's good. Mars Warlocks, 50% off, €10 or original equivalent. This is an action RPG. It seems to have a potential, but it was like muddied in trying to copy everything inside, like Witcher, of course the Mass Effect, and even the Demon Souls or the Dark Souls franchise. The combat system is like a mashup of Dark Souls and Witcher. It's really hard. You have to be really precise, and basically you can die in every battle, but every victory feels great. The game feels unfinished in all its aspects, the dialogues, the story, especially the voiceover is just, you will laugh, let's say it this way. And the graphics are not bad for a $20 game. It's fairly new, so 50% off is reasonable, but yeah, there are other better ones out there. If you played all of them, yeah, you can grab it, but I do not recommend it.